everyone, Christmas is coming. I'm going to share with you a few methods to make simple Christmas tree with very young kids. For the start, let's prepare some sector using string and pencil on an A4 paper. Just attach your pencil to the string and draw the line to get the largest possible sector from an A4 paper. Once we cut out the sector from the paper, we can proceed to part 2, which is paint the sector with acrylic paint. Personally, to paint with very young kids, I prefer acrylic paint because it's very easy to wash off, especially when young kids love to paint on their hand and their face. So first method, use the sponge, load a little bit of paint from the different shades of green, and then just stamp onto the paper. Do not have to stamp it very evenly because we want to create some texture which mimic the foliage of the Christmas tree. As you can see in the smaller box, my two very young kids, one is 2-year-old and one is 5 years old, are also trying to stamp with the color given. For the second method, we'll be using straw to create or mimic the texture we can see from the branches of Christmas trees. Just load the paint onto the straw and paint with strokes. So strokes the paint onto the paper in the same direction, or you can tilt your straw a little to create different effects. However, as this part is the part that we are going to add on more texture, it will be good that we first paint a layer of background using a darker green before we stroke over with the straw. And straw is definitely a tool that is very attractive to the young kids. They like to dab, they like to paint, they like to use different materials that are new to them. They are very curious about new materials. So do try to use this material with the kids. You notice that I also added on some yellow color because to add on the yellow color, it creates even more depth and more layers. So later when we fold it up, the work will be nicer. For very young kids, as they are not very good with brushes, I always recommend to use alternative materials such as bubble wraps or tissue paper to help them in painting, because all this is very intuitive. They just need to stamp, and they will get all sorts of texture that are very nice. This part will, as parents, we will need to help the children in this part. First, you fold up the cone and add some glue to get it in shape. Just cut out any excess at the base if we did not draw the sector correctly just now. Another method that you can use is to fold it into different segments so that it has a more sturdy shape. So part 3, this is the part that we are going to decorate the Christmas tree. The first method, which is the easiest, is to just use the scissors to cut out some shapes like stars, diamond, heart shape, making use of the principle of symmetry to create a very interesting cutout. Magical final touch up, we just need to add a LED light in the cone to light it up at night, and you will find that your kids will love it very much. Trim off if it's excess. For method 2, we'll use string or yarn to mimic the light trail which we usually put around the Christmas tree. Once the string is up, invite your kids to put their favorite stickers around the tree to decorate it up. For method 3, try this glow-in-the-dark paint, which will dry up in a puffy manner and glow in the dark. Check out my another video which I use this paint as well. For method 4, this is the easiest method of all. Even a 2-year-old can handle it easily. For the 5th method, this is a method that we will cut the paper into small triangle shapes, and then after that invite your kids to paste it on the sector to create a 3-dimensional a Christmas tree, which is very different from the previous method that I've introduced to you. For this method, just need to pour some glue onto the paper plates and carefully get your child to arrange the triangle from the bottom to the top. This is a method to encourage them to learn about order, arrangement, and train on their fine motor skills. After seeing so many different types of decorating method, I have one last one for you. This method is also very easy. If you have some pre-made stencils, just use some pre-made stencils to add on the stencil, then use some washi tape and tape it. Tape out any shapes that you like. Ta-da! All the different kinds of Christmas tree! Show your kids the different method and ask them to choose which of the method they like the most and which type of Christmas tree they want to make. Give them a choice and have fun in experimenting with the little ones. Have fun! Merry Christmas! Leave me your comments below. See you in the next video.